Dr. Ashima, you are not audible.
Am I audible now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, yes. You can start.
Am I audible now?
Yes, Ashima,
Yeah,
you are
thank you, the
audible.
organizers, for giving me this opportunity. Thank you, Dr. Gupta ma'am, for the introduction. And thank you, Kola ma'am. Good afternoon, everyone. In this workshop on bioinformatics, I am going to present how to retrieve sequence from NCBI database. And I am going to touch upon some basics on that. So, with the advancement, as we all know, in sequence technologies, massive amount of data is generated today. I'm sure you know that first plant genome to be sequenced in 2001 was Arabidopsis. And now there are thousands and thousands of plant genome sequences which are available in public domain. The amount of biological relevant data accessible via the web is increasing at a very rapid rate. It is important for scientists to have easy knowing how to access and search for information in the database is essential. So now we will understand the ways how we can search the sequence data available in public domain. It can be either through text-based databases. For example, you want to explore my profile on my college website, then you will type my name. Second way is someone don't know my name but resembles my face. So you will go to faculty profile and check everyone's face. Similarly, depending upon type of data at hand, there are two ways of searching, which I told, using descriptive words to search text databases and using a nucleotide or protein sequence to search sequence databases. NCBI database and services includes GenBank, which ma'am has already discussed. It's one of the largest sequence database. Then free public access to biomedical literature. It includes PubMed, which is free Medline, and PubMed Central, full text online access. Then another is ENTRIS. It is integrated molecular and literature database. And also BLAST and VAST. So in databases, data retrieval is the process of identifying and extracting data from a database based on a query provided by the user or application. It enables fetching of data from a database in order to display it on a monitor and use within an application. So dedicated to access information for molecular biologists, most widely used are ENTRES, dbGet, SRS. And each of these allow text-based searching of a number of linked databases and sequence searching. However, they differ in the database they cover and how the retrieved information is accessed and presented. This is the a page of which shows ENTRIS. It's a molecular biology database system that provides integrated access to nucleotide and protein sequence data, gene-centered and genomic mapping information, 3D structure data, PubMed, Medline, and many more. And this system is produced by the National Center for Biotech Information, which is NCBI, and it is available through the internet. ENTRIS covers over 20 databases, which include the complete protein sequence data from PIR International, PRF, SwissProt, PDB, and nucleotide sequence data from GenBank, which includes information from EMBL and DDBJ. Dr. Kaula ma'am has already discussed ENTRES in detail. Its features include web-based data retrieval system. It is developed by NCBI, that is National Center for Biotech Information. It integrates information held in different databases. Databases covered by ENTRES, they are nucleic acid, which include GenBank, RefSequence, PDB, then protein sequences, which include SwissProt, PIR, 3D structures, for example, MMDB, genomes, many sources, then OMIM, taxonomy, books, bookshelf, literature, PubMed. So this is the ENTRES cross database search page, and PubMed, it's seen, PubMed Central is visible. Then on right side, books, OMIM, site search, then nucleotide, protein, genome, structure, taxonomy, SNP, gene, and here UniGene, CDD, 3D domains, then PopSet, Geo, these are there. This is the National Center for Biotech Information advances science and health by providing access to biomedical and genomic information. Here, you go to all databases. Then one can submit deposit data or manuscripts into NCBI databases, or one can download, transfer NCBI data to your computer, and one can learn also, like finding help documents, attend a class, or watch a tutorial. Then on extreme left-hand side, it includes NCBI home, resources list, all resources, chemicals and bioassay, data and software, DNA and RNA. Then there are domains and structures, genes and expression, genetics and medicine, genomes and maps. On the extreme right-hand side, popular resources, they are there, which are very helpful, which include PubMed, Bookshelf, PubMed Central, BLAST, and Nucleotide, genome, SNP, gene, protein, PubChem, etc. So here the nucleotide database. Here if you click nucleotide, this shows the nucleotide database. It is a collection of sequences from several sources, which include GenBank, RefSequence, TPA, and PDB. And genome, gene, and transcript sequence data, they provide the foundation for biomedical research and discovery. Then there are other resources: GenBank Home, RefSequence Home, Gene Home, SRA Home, INSDC. Then these will be talked about in the hands-on training also, hands-on session. Now, what is GenBank? GenBank, it is the NIH Genetic Sequence Database, which is an annotated collection of all publicly available DNA sequences. It's a part of the International Nucleotide Sequence Database collaboration, which is INSDC. It comprises the DNA Data Bank of Japan, that is DDBJ, European Nucleotide Archive, ENA, and GenBank at NCBI. These three organizations exchange data on a daily basis. A GenBank release occurs every 2 months and is available from the FTP site. And the access to GenBank can be, there are different ways by which one can search and retrieve data from GenBank. It includes search GenBank for sequence identifiers and annotation with ENTRES nucleotide. One can search and align GenBank sequences to a query sequence using BLAST. BLAST is basic local alignment search tool. Then one can search, link, and download sequences programmatically using NCBI utilities also. Then there is RefSequence. On the extreme left-hand side, RefSequence is there. It is a collection. It is very important. It is a collection, provides a comprehensive, integrated, non-redundant, well-annotated set of sequences, which further includes genomic DNA, transcripts, and proteins. RefSeq sequences, they form a foundation for medical, functional, and diversity studies. They provide a stable reference for genome annotation, gene identification and characterization, mutation and polymorphism analysis, expression studies, and comparative analysis also. NCBI provides RefSeq for taxonomically diverse organisms that include archaea, bacteria, eukaryotes, viruses. Reference sequences, they are provided for genomes, transcripts, and proteins. Some targeted loci they project are included in ref sequence, including refsec gene, fungal ITS, like this. So the main feature, this is very important, the main feature of the refsec collection include non-redundancy, explicit linked nucleotide and protein sequences, updates to reflect current knowledge of sequence data and biology, data validation and format consistency, distinct accession series, ongoing curation by NCBI staff and collaborators with reviewed records which are indicated. So the difference, basic difference between RefSeq and GenBank include RefSeq, it is a manually curated one, whereas GenBank, it's original sequence, and ownership is of NCBI for RefSeq, and in GenBank, original author has the ownership. This slide shows a page for International Nucleotide Sequence Database Collaboration, which I have told earlier also. It includes ENA, DDBJ, NCBI. The International Nucleotide Sequence Database Collaboration, it is a long-standing foundational initiative which basically operates between DDBJ, EMBL, EBI, and NCBI. And it covers the spectrum of data raw reads through alignments and assemblies to functional annotation, enriched with context information relating to samples and experimental configurations. This is European Nucleotide Archive. It provides a comprehensive record of the world's nucleotide sequencing information, covering raw sequencing data, sequence assembly information, and functional annotation. And access to ENA data is provided through the browser, through search tools like one can submit, search, rule space, support. If you enter accession number also like Mazarin gene, so ENA data can be searched and retrieved interactively and programmatically and visualized using the ENA browser. So one has to refer to the sections for more information. And one can have a free text search, advanced search, cross references. So it provides these things, a sequence similarity search, sequence version archive. So like if you write Mazarin gene here, then it also sequence similarity search. It submit a nucleotide sequence and receive a summary of all public INSDC assembled and annotated sequence records with regions of sequence similarity. Search using default parameters or optionally tailor your research. One can enter query sequence, search against, then set parameters. Another is sequence retrieval system, SRS, which Dr. Babita Kaula ma'am has already discussed in detail. It is a retrieval system maintained by EBI, which is comparable to NCBI ENTRES. And it is not as integrated as ENTRES, but it allows the user to query multiple databases simultaneously. And it is another good example of database integration. It also offers direct access to certain sequence analysis application, such as sequence similarity searching and cluster sequence alignment. So there are three main sequence retrieval systems: SRS, ENTRES, and dbGET. SRS is generally highly recommended. ENTRES, it is easier to use, but it is limited. And dbGET, it is less recommended. It is also called as linked database. So dbGET or linked database. It is an integrated bioinformatics database retrieval system at GenomeNet, developed by the Institute for Chemical Research, Kyoto University, and the Human Genome Center of the University of Tokyo. And it is an integrated with other search tools such as BLAST, FASTA, and Motif to conduct further retrieval instantly. dbGet provides access to about 20 databases which are queried one at a time. After querying one of these databases, dbGet presents links to associated information in addition to the list of the results. A significant feature of dbGet is its connection with the Kyoto Encyclopedia of Genes and Genomes, that is called as KEGG database, a database of metabolic and regulatory pathways. So it has simpler but more limited search methods than either of SRS or ENTRES. This is the page for dbGet, which I have discussed, integrated database retrieval system. And it is an integrated database retrieval system for handling the web of molecular biology databases, which is used as a backbone system in GenomeNet and KEGG, including the search box as shown. So now let us consider an example to show how each system can be used to retrieve the Swiss prot entry like P04391. It's a ornithine carbotransferase protein in E. coli. In ENTRES system, enter the name, which is P04391 in the protein database query form and view the entry and associated links and neighbors. Like this, it can be done. Here, then it will show the results. These are the cross references also. So here it is shown. This is example of ENTRES. In SRS, first select the Swiss prot database, then enter P04391 in the query form, and once the entry is displayed, search for links to other related databases. Like this shows for SRS. In case of dbGet or linked databases, it is one of the fastest way of gathering the related information for this entry to search linked databases by simply entering SwissProt P04391, a list of all links to all the related databases. It is displayed like this. It can be shown. Thank you.